Hey everyone, in today's video we're gonna be learning about an animal that really loves to play, fetch bones, run, very trainable, also loyal. Tell us in the comments what you think it is. If you don't know, I'll put it now. We're going to be learning about dogs. Well, if you want to know how dogs actually look this way from nowadays, it's because they evolved from wolves. They got their traits from wolves. In ancient times, dogs actually looked like wolves. But since when prehistoric men came, they started taming the dogs, and then the wolves started to become like dogs. Well, we don't know how dogs look this way today, but we can show you why do they have these traits of themselves. Stay tuned to watch the video. Why do dogs have whiskers? Dogs have whiskers, or vibrosae, as an essential sensory tool that helps them navigate their surroundings and detect changes in their environment. Whoa, that's why humans don't have them. Dogs have better senses than humans. In addition to aiding their navigation, whiskers play a crucial role in detecting changes in the environment. They can pick up subtle vibrations in the air, which can alert a dog to the presence of potential prey, predators, or even changes in weather conditions. Whoa! Even humans cannot detect that. They can only just see what happens. While dogs, they can use their whiskers to detect. Wow, very impressive. Why do dogs dig? Well, it's a habit because of their instincts, physical needs, and environmental interactions. One of the primary reasons is their instinctual behavior inherited from their wild ancestors. In the wild, dogs dig to create dens for shelter. Yeah, because their ancestors, the wolves, also dug to create dens for shelter and protection to raise their young. Additionally, dogs might dig to regulate their body temperature in hot weather. Digging into the ground can provide cool surface for them to lie on. Conversely, in cold weather, digging might help them create warmer and insulated area. Whoa. Probably humans should actually start that. But that's how dogs keep their way to be cool, while humans, they usually wear coats. Well, we should have come up that way when we were in the past. Prehistoric men should have done that. But nowadays humans don't really do that because it's kind of weird. And by the way, humans don't act like animals, even though they are animals. But we're not talking about humans, we're talking about the doggies here. Wow, that Chihuahua looks so cute. How much exercise does a dog need? The amount of exercise the dog needs depends on various factors, including the breed, age, health, energy, and energy level. Generally, most dogs require at least 30 minutes or 2 hours physical activity each day. Labrador retrievers may need up 2 hours or more for vigorous exercise, such as running, playing fetch, and engaging in agility training. On the other hand, smaller or less active breeds like bulldogs, Shih Tzus, or Basset Hounds might be content with 30 minutes to an hour of moderate exercise, such as walking or gentle play. It is important to tailor the exercise routine to your dog specific needs and abilities. Senior dogs or those with health issues might require less intense activities, such as slow walks or gentle swimming, to avoid putting too much strain on their joints. Additionally, mental stimulation is just as crucial as physical activity. Wow, dogs actually need that much energy to survive. Well, just like their wild cousins, the wolves also do this. But wolves only follow their pack leader. They don't follow a hairless ape like a human. Well, dogs will love you more than itself, but a wolf, it only likes its pack members more. Why do dogs lick people? Well, they do it for affection and bond with their human companions. Licking can be a way for dogs to express their love and reinforce their connection with humans. They're just doing, even though it might seem gross, they're just doing this because they love you. Dogs love to lick. Sometimes when dogs might do a bit of naughtiness, it's not their fault. They're just learning from their mistakes. When you tell a dog not to do its mistake, it will never do it again. What I'm saying is, if you tell a dog to not do anything bad, then it will not do it because they're more loyal. They're very loyal. I'm not comparing them with other animals, I'm just saying they're loyal. They're just loyal animals. They'll be loyal to humans. They could be loyal to a human, but some dogs like German Shepherds are only friendly to the family. So if you tell them not to attack, they will obey. I'm not comparing them. I'm just saying that it's just the personality of the breed. Additionally, dogs might lick people to seek attention, comfort, and reassuring. It can also be a way for them to explore and gather information about their environments, as dogs have a highly developed sense of taste and smell. In some cases, licking might be a sign of stress, anxiety, especially if it's excessive or compulsive. Observing the context and the dog's overall behavior can help them determine the underlying reason for their licking. So they're just doing this for affection, and if they're stressed out, or if they need something. Well, I know sometimes dogs will use their mouth to grab your body parts, but they're just doing this because they want something. Because they don't have because they cannot use their limbs to hold. That's why dogs usually hold their legs with their mouth. They're not doing this because they are angry. They're just doing this because they want something. Just like a human just wants to put its hand on someone if they want something, the dog is using its mouth. You know why? Because it doesn't have any hands or legs to... Wait, it has legs, but it doesn't have any hands to hold the human like that. Otherwise, the human might trip and fall. That's why dogs do this thing called... They use their teeth to... I know it might hurt a bit. They just want something. That's all. Or otherwise, dogs really put their claws on you, not because they hate you, it's because they want something also. They're just telling they just want attention and help. That's all. That's all they use their instincts with. While otherwise, they are actually good pets. They would love you more than itself. They just want attention, that's all. How can I tell if my dog is healthy? Well, to assess your dog's health, start by examining their physical appearance and behavior. A healthy dog typically has a shiny, well-groomed coat, clear eyes, and clean ears, with no unshowed lumps or rashes. Their behavior should be active and alert, reflecting their usual energy levels. Okay, I guess we can check that if you have a dog, and you just have to Examine their physical appearance and behavior, typically as shiny, well groomed coats, and also their clean ears. And make sure they don't have any rashes or wounds. And also, don't forget you should actually take your dog to the vet to get a rabies vaccine. If it doesn't have a rabies vaccine, then sometimes your dog might go rabid and bite one of your family members. If only rabid dogs do that. Normally dogs don't really do that. That's why you need to put a rabies vaccine on a dog. You need to inject a vaccination on a dog with anti-rabies chemicals. Not chemicals. Anti-rabies injections. I know it might hurt the dog, but the dog needs it for preventing rabies from getting into their body. Because dogs, they don't usually like being this angry. And sometimes dogs might be thought to be very dangerous and bad to people, but they're not born that way. Only humans taught them to be like this. Some dogs like pit bulls are taught to be like this, but they were not born like that. They're only taught to be like that. I think some bad humans might have brought them into some place and then taught them to bite. You know this thing called, they use one cushion thing for dogs to bite, so they could be more dangerous. Well, a dog will be dangerous or happy or friendly. It matters with the way you train it. Back to health. Additionally, evaluate your dog's appetite and weight to ensure they are stable and consistent. A sudden loss or gain in weight or changes in appetite can signal health problems. Pay attention to their breathing and heart rate. Steady breathing and a normal heart rate are signs of good health. Well, one fact you need to know, dogs have not a really long lifespan. They only have a lifespan of up to 20 years. Or probably some being 12 years. Humans have a lifespan of 70 years, as long as they don't get hurt. See, these animals like dogs, cats, they have a very short lifespan. I'm not making fun of him, I'm just saying that it's not really good. Well, I'm just talking about this because when dogs grow a bit too old, they actually start. If dogs grow a bit old, and if they get hurt, they might actually die. So if you have an old dog, make sure it doesn't get hurt. Why do dogs wag their tails? Dogs wag their tails as a way to communicate with their emotions and intentions. Tail wagging is primarily a sign of happiness and excitement. Often when seen, a dog is greeting their owner or engaging in play, the speed, direction, and positioning of their wag can offer additional clues of what the dog is feeling. So dogs usually use this method to communicate. However, tail wagging is always an indication of friendliness. Dogs can also wag their tails when they're anxious, nervous, or feeling threatened. In some cases, the tail wag in a slow, hesitant manner, and it may be accompanied by other signs of discomfort like a lowered body posture or avoidance behavior. Understanding the full context of the wag, including the dog's overall body language and situation they are in, helps in accurately interpreting their emotions and intentions. All animals actually have emotions, but some just don't know how to express it. While dogs have found a way to wag their tails or do the sun. That's what they use to show if they're sad or depressed. Or otherwise, they might just lie in a corner with tears to show that they're sad. Or they can just make the sound. But if a dog is happy, then it will like wag its tail and put its paw on you and stay near you. Then we'll be happy. But otherwise, dogs actually can get angry if they growl or bite or bark in a very angry way. But dogs can also be scared of things. See, when their tail is curled up, it means it's frightened of a other creature. But if their tail is like straight up, it means it's curious. But if the tail is like in a normal position, that means it's a calm dog. It's calm. So dogs wag their tails to express emotion, also anxiety, when they're threatened. But overall, dogs don't want to be like this angry. They can sense a threat. Well, the dogs think that that their owner is the pack leader and not the wolf. Well, if the owner treats the dog bad, then the dog will have to fight back. It's just how dogs defend themselves. You see, some places, when the dogs get too old, they get killed. I don't know why this is happening. You see, in some countries, like America, Europe, there are less stray dogs. You know why? Because they kill them there. Because people in Europe and America think, and North America and Europe think that stray dogs are rabid and should be killed. But in India, there are a bunch of stray dogs lying in the place. They're just sitting down. They're not rabid. But if they're rabid, just contact the vet. There's no reason to kill them, because violence is not the right way for an animal. You have to think before you do. Just don't call the animal control. You know what happens when you call the animal control, and you know what happens to the dog? The dogs get killed. But if you call the vet, or if the rabid dog kind of bites you, you should go to the doctors immediately. Running will not help. So you should probably just stay still if a dog is trying to bite you. If a dog is ready to bite you, just climb a tree, because dogs cannot really climb trees well, and call the vet. What if you don't have your phone? Well, you should just climb a tree and just wait for the dog to go, or otherwise. But what if the dog isn't rabid? If the dog is threatened, just if you have some object like a water bottle or whatever an object you have, you just throw it to distract the dog, giving you time to escape. But what if you get bitten by the dog? Well, again, just throw the bottle and then hurry to the vet as fast as you can, and then put a rabies vaccine, and then get a rabies vaccine, an anti-rabies shot. Normally dogs don't act this way. Some animals probably spread it to the dog. The dog, even though if you see a dog holding saliva and red eyes, it doesn't mean that they're bad animals. It's just that something might have bitten them, so they could be like this rabid. Rabies is something really dangerous to all animals. They make them go crazy. Normally, animals would not go crazy. They would only when they're a rabbit they would. And rabies could be a big impact for humans also. Once a human is bitten, then rabies could actually cause problems for the human. No, not make them crazy like animals. It could cause health problems. Well, dogs are overall are good animals that help you be happy and calm, but also dogs help you be happy and it makes you a bit more. Dogs also make you active. Well, dogs. I'll tell you why rabid dogs bite people. They only bite because they want to get the rabies off them, so they could live a happy life. Well, otherwise, not only dogs are suffering from this condition, even other animals are suffering. Foxes are suffering. Cats might be suffering from rabies also. Coyotes might be also suffering. So, dogs wag their tails of happiness and excitement, but it's not always friendliness. They could be anxious, nervous, or feeling threatened. They might also have discomfort when they're wagging their tails. So, but dogs, it doesn't mean that their tail is not always bad. It can also be good. If they're like wagging their tails in excitement, then that means he's happy to see you. What is the best diet for a dog? The best diet for your dog should be tailored to their specific needs, which include age, breed, and size. Also, health status. Generally, a balanced dog diet includes high quality protein sources like chicken, beef, or fish, which are essential for muscle maintenance and overall health. Healthy fats such as those from fish oil, chicken fats provide energy and support skin and coat health. Carbohydrates sources like sweet potatoes or brown rice can aid in digestion and provide additional energy, including a variety of fruits and vegetables that ensures your dog receives essential vitamins and minerals. A dog can be a vegetarian if you train it to. If you give it mostly vegetarian food, the dog will say no to meat and eat mostly vegetarian. For specific life stages, puppies need a diet rich in protein and calories to support their growth, while adult dogs benefit from a balanced diet that maintains their weight, supports their energy needs. Senior dogs might require diets lower in calories but higher in nutrients that support joint health and overall well-being. If your dog has a special dietary needs due to health conditions or allergies, consult with your veterinarian to find a suitable specialized diet. Regular vet checkups can help adjust their diet as needed to ensure optimal health and nutrition. Like what I said, a dog does not only eat meat. They can be a vegetarian or omnivores if you feed it like that way. So dogs are regularly omnivores, even though they have sharp teeth. Animals with sharp teeth doesn't mean they are carnivores all the time. Well, if you train like a dog or if you train a dog, it will actually become vegetarian. No, I mean, if you train it to be vegetarian, they will actually turn vegetarian. But if you train it to be eating meat and vegetables, then it will eat meat and vegetables. How often should I bathe my dog? The frequency of bathing your dog depends on their breed, coat type, and lifestyle. Well, dogs giving a dog a shower is more efficient. Is more fortunate. It's because dogs love water, and they love to swim more often. Dogs with long thick coats such as golden retrievers, huskies may require more frequent baths to prevent matting and keeping their coats clean. Yeah, I agree because they have thicker fur. Conversely, short-haired breeds like beagles or boxers often need fewer baths since their coats are less prone to tangle and dirt accumulation. If your dog spends a lot of time outdoors or has any tendency to get dirty or smelly, you might need to bathe them more often. It's important not to overbathe the dog, as a seasoned bath can strip off their coat of natural oils, leading to dry skin and irritation. Always use a dog-specific shampoo to ensure their skin and coat remain healthy. For dogs with sensitive skin or allergies, you might need to adjust the bathing frequency and use special hypoallergic products regularly. Brushing and help it maintain their coat between baths and reduce the need of frequent washing. How often should I feed my dog? The frequency of feeding your dog depends on their age, size, and specific needs. Generally, puppies need to be fed more frequently than adult dogs due to their higher energy requirements and rapid growth. Puppies are usually fed 3 to 4 times a day until they are around 6 months old. Once they reach adulthood, most dogs can be transitioned to 2 meals a day, morning and evening. Senior dogs might also benefit from 2 meals a day, but it's important to adjust portion sizes and feeding frequency based on their health and activity levels. Some dogs with specific medical conditions or those on weight management plans might require a different feeding routine. So it's best to follow your veterinarian's advice. Regularly monitoring your dog's weight and overall health can help determine if their feeding schedule needs to be adjusted. Well, that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. Turn on notifications. Subscribe and like the video if you think this puppy is cute. And comment which is your favorite dog breed. Well, bye everyone!